nice to turn around and see you. I'm up here and I was like, oh, look, they're all here. I love it, I love it, I love it. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for delivering your gifts so beautiful. Thank you, Ben, for delivering all that you do so wonderfully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I want to start a little bit different today. I want us to just go within for a minute. Who is in meditation? Lovely. Thank you for showing up early for meditation. I just want you to go back inside for just a moment, and those that weren't with us, just go with me for just a minute, please. I want you to take a huge deep breath. Sink into your heart space. Allow your heart to just expand for a moment. And I want you to see in the center of your heart this glorious light. That is pure spirit. Just allow that light in the center of your heart to illuminate. So that your entire body temple is filled with light. Every cell, every bone, every muscle. It's your inner light that is unified with all. Simultaneously, it's very individualized as you. The unique, magnificent you that came here to deliver your gifts. Inside, allow yourselves to hear your inner voice. Just know I am enough. Every cell, I am enough. I am enough, and all my needs are met. Just right in this moment, just trust I am enough, and all my needs are met. Just be there for a few seconds. Take a breath. This is your start point. Right here. I'm enough and all my needs are met. Open your eyes. Come back to this room. This is where we start. We start from the overflow in life. Boy, that is where we live. And if we could take a moment each and every day to just go within and go back to the beginning, to the start point of all. If you were in Reverend Michael's class recently about plenitude, the start point is always the spaciousness of I'm enough and all my needs are met, because we came in with all our needs met. You came in fully equipped to deliver your gifts. So in this beautiful time of this year, this holiday time, we have more light on the planet right now. There's more light being delivered on the planet right now, so it makes more sense that each and every one of us illuminate our own light and our vibration on the planetary field right now. It is always time to deliver our gifts, and at this time of the year, it feels like it's just presents because everyone is in the present delivering presents. And what I want to ask you is, can you deliver presence of the presence, the inner presence within your soul that is your divine light, your divine gift, to deliver that? Like we truly came here to deliver the gift that is the most authentic gift, the gift of our hearts, the gift of love, the gift that is always present that we could just wrap in a box right now. If you could wrap yourself in a box, if you could just wrap up all that you want to give and give that, it would be more than enough. In the last week, I can't tell you how many people have come to my office and said, oh my gosh, this is too much. This holiday season is too much. I had a mom the other day of 3 that homeschools her children, and she said, I just don't think I can do it. This is no fun. Her husband looked at me and went, I don't think I like the holidays anymore, because she's so stressed out. And it's understandable that there seems to be so much to do. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? How many of you are feeling like you're doing a lot right now? In the doing nature. In our doing nature, if we go into the season or are in this season thinking, I've got a lot to do. The second we do that, we slip out of remembering that the presence that is unlimited by its very nature, when we surrender to it and allow it to move us through, we no longer have a lot to do. We have a lot to be. We have a lot to be in the presence of others, because that's really the gift that wants to be giving, is the presence of you to show up and deliver your gifts. Stacy showed up to deliver her gifts to us today, and we got to be the receivers of that. And as we continue to know, wait, someone's gifting me their talents, their gifts, their loves, their hugs, that gift gets to infuse in me an ability to re-gift back out to the world. But when we remember again and again that the Spirit is so unlimited, you cannot outgift Spirit. You can't do it. So no matter how much you keep giving, you are going to be simultaneously refilled with every gift you give. There's this wonderful organization that it's based in Los Angeles. It started in, I think, 2012. There was these group of young, wonderful 20-year-olds who were in their house thinking, what do we want to do on this holiday season? And they decided that they wanted to do more. So they went to the markets, got food, got brown bags, came back to their apartments, and just prepared 100 meals in brown bags and went out and delivered them. And as they did it, they then posted everything on social media. Oh my goodness, look at the fun we had with this. And when in their delivery, they connected with individuals. They hugged them. They absolutely looked in their face and said, I'm right here to hand you this. As they posted in social media all that they had been doing, and they did it, #lunchbag, yes. And their organization is called Living Through Giving. Hence, we're talking about living through giving, because these few individuals that handed out 100 lunch bags that day had so much response on their social media hits that they turned around and everyone said, wait, can we help you do that? So the very next month, January 2013, they did it again. The very next month, February 2013, 100 people showed up. They had to move from an apartment into a restaurant, and their intention was now we're doing 1,000 bags, and in those 1,000 bags, we're writing love notes. So not only were they passing out food, it turned to love notes in every single one. Of you are enough, you keep the faith, whatever certain people would write the tags, certain people would fill the bags, and then they'd all go out and deliver. It's now across the United States, in other countries, because people are going along with their model and saying, can we do that with you? Of course you can. So go to #lunchbag, Living Through Giving, and think of how interesting is it that whether it's 1, 2, 3, 5 people, every single one of us giving our gifts makes a massive planetary difference. Massive. We have no idea when we give our gifts of our heart the ripple effect that will land through the world. No idea until we gift it. Last year at this time, so many of you gifted me so much in a time of need, and I can never thank you enough. And there's these beautiful love notes that Jessica so creatively had the children create that I still treasure, that I still take out and look and go, oh, that lifted me at a really dark time. They were love notes. And those will carry me onward to the next phase of the stretch in my life, because someone took the time to put their love on a piece of paper and hand it over to me. We have no idea. No one would know that those notes kept me going at times when I thought I wasn't going to get through. That those notes lifted me to remind me, oh, a little child that just sees me once in a while took the time to write that. Every act of love has a ripple effect. Every single one. Years ago, right after the LA riots came and hit hard in our wonderful community, I had this inspiration in meditations because I was caught right in the middle of them. And I had this thought that I've got to be gifting something here. Something is going on. So a girlfriend of mine were inspired through meditation to write a play about our feelings of the LA riots and what had happened and the occurrence of where there was so much judgment and racism and what we could choose to know as spiritual beings. So we wrote this play, put it up, asked all the actors to donate their time for free, and they all did, got the theater to gift us a theater, and put up a message of peace and love, a message of non-judgment, a message to choose. Now, it was one of my first plays I wrote. I can't say it was the greatest. I probably was a little bit wacky on messaging, telling people things, but it was so important to me The beautiful part was we took all the funds from all the ticket sales, everything that came through, and our intent was to give that back to the school systems in South Central. So the goal, the aim, was we wanted to express a message of something besides hatred, and to then turn around and gift back, to re-gift it back. So my job after the show was to go and interview different teachers and see, what do you need? And I had to walk into schools and say, please tell me, what would your wish list be? In one school, the teacher was in the drama department. She had a massive list of things that, we don't have these things in our classroom, and this would help so much. So we went out and bought video cameras and different things that they needed. They were large items. And the night before, I was just going to drop them off in her class. The night before, Spirit said to me, you got to do this differently. Every single person that was in that cast needs to go into this classroom with you. And so I called everyone up. They all said yes. We showed up in a room with all these students that were looking at us like, and what are you doing here? And my intention was to stand there and say, I want you to know that this group of people right here have spent the last 6 months, year of their life, to gift something back to you. And the miracle is, you never even knew we existed before this moment. And this is the activity of God. This is the activity of Spirit. That there are people all over the world that are wanting to gift, pray, hold vigil for you. And isn't it amazing that if we could stand here and just look at each other eye to eye and say, we care about you and we're right here to gift you all this. Is there anything else we can do? Then those high school kids had a difference of, there's somebody in the world that I don't even know that's spending a year in their life to give me something? To help my growth and development? It was so impactful. Besides the teacher in the back of the room that was crying the entire time, and half the cast up here crying the entire time, because the momentum was, we are all here to gift each other. And the moments that we could gift someone that they may not even know us, they never even knew we existed, but we're gifting to them, what does it do for them? It puts them in a place of receptivity to remember that Spirit is showing up everywhere at all times in life, gifting us with all we need. We could be in a very dark place in our lives and know that someone across the world could be saying a prayer for us. Your prayers have impact. Every prayer has a vibration that moves out into the world that absolutely impacts someone else on the other side of the world, if that's where you're praying too. It is our job as spiritual beings, as spiritual lighthouses, to wake up and think, what is my gift to give today? This is like the best recycling system there is. We just turn around and are gifted and give right back. So in this time that feels like this is heavy holidays, I've got this to do, I want you to catch yourself in the next week. Anything that you're like, I got to do this, I want you to take a breath and sit back and go, do I have to do that? Or do I have the opportunity to be still and allow the being gift within me to rise up and come out? Because the gift of a moment in time that you take with someone and look at them in their eyes and tell them that you care about them, and you hug them. Anything could be bigger than you going to a store and buying something that later you thought, why did I do that? We get to think of our beingness and rise that up in our gift giving so that our love leads first. That every action absolutely brings forward one that impacts another being, and it doesn't have to cost us a thing. Imagine that. You could wrap all your presence in consciousness right now and gift them out into the world. You just be home meditating. I could just wrap that one up, put a bow on that, and now I'm just going to FedEx her right over to that. But that's what's possible when we remember it's all the consciousness that which we give from. If we're giving from lack, then we're constricted. Oh no, I shouldn't have spent that money. What was I thinking? Or if we're giving from, no, my heart wants to give this. My heart wants to give a love note. One of the biggest things I missed that went down in the fire of my house was the little jars that had love notes from my daughter. Jars of notes that just said, I love you, Mommy, because of this. It's those. A love note, a moment of care. When we can send that to someone, we're right there present with them. One of my clients this week was going through a very hard time, and there was no time to talk. She was on the way into a very important meeting, was very stressed, but I was able to just take a moment and record a prayer, push send. It got to her. She was able to listen to the prayer while she's walking into her meeting and still landed something to lift her as she walked in. Our prayers are present. Spirit just wants to birth through us more and more and more each day. And as we continue to lean back and go, wait a minute, there's an unlimited nature. Nothing has to constrict. Whatever is needed at any given moment is going through me, through each and every one of you. That's the joy that in Reverend Michael's class of Plenitude that he just keeps coming back to. Is we start in the I am worthy, I'm enough, and all my needs are met. They always were, they always shall be. At every given moment, our needs are met. We just forget. Because often we're looking for them to show up in a specific way, through a specific person, at a specific time. And if we're just like this, thinking it's got to be this way, this way, this way, we're missing the miracle that's coming over here on the right-hand side that we aren't even looking at because we're so into, I think it's supposed to look like this. I want you to go through this holiday season wide open, ready to use your arms for hugging and loving and gifting you. Give you. Walk into every family event, every holiday event so intentionally that you're walking in with the intention to be so present, to give of yourself, and to be open and receptive to share your love. Imagine every single party, that's what we walk in with. My intention is to share my love as I walk in this door, and I just want to be with all of you. Parties are going to be a little different. Right? So I have this charge for all of us. I have this charge if you will take it on. My ask is this. Between now and the first of the year, will you please think of every day what you can give? Your question of the day. You wake up. What is mine to give? And then I want you to plant whatever yours is to give in some miraculous way. And if no one knows about it, that's even better. That's even better. I had this vision the other day of like, what would it be like if the second, everything in our lives, we left a gift. Everything in our lives. What if we got off a plane and we were just about to leave the plane, but we sat there in our chair before we leave and leave a blessing for the next person that comes to the seat. May they be blessed with happiness and peace and all needs met. And then get off and leave the plane. What if we looked inside and saw the pilot and just thought in our mind, just sending a blessing and peace for this beautiful soul that just got me here safely. And then we got off the plane. What if we're going into the grocery store and we're looking at the checker, and while they're checking up our groceries, we just look at them and think, I just wish you so much happiness on your holiday season. And then we go out the door. This takes milliseconds. I'm asking you to re-gift your loving consciousness into the world and then watch the planet rise up. If we have, Soul Center, OC, is going into the world silently, leaving just drop messages of love everywhere. We're going to be right up there next to hashtag lunch tag going, watch this wave go over the planet and beyond. It's kind of like, what just went through the room? A whole bunch of love. And from that presence, from the presence of love, which is our birthright, which is what we came in with, anything is possible to heal. There is nothing too big. Nothing too big. There is no political thing that's too big. There's no physical issue. We get to keep listening and gifting. What is mine to give this day? And as we continue to give, Spirit is going to just keep bringing it right back to you. Because what happens when you gift your love is you just release something within you, and now you just created space for Spirit to drop in more of what you specifically desire. Do you catch that? You create a spaciousness for it to drop in, and you're suddenly like, okay, I needed that, and that just arrived. How did you know that I needed that? How did you know that? I've learned that the Psychology Association has proven that givers live longer. That givers live longer. Do you know why? Because there's an element of trust and faith. When we are givers, we're trusting that the universe is gifting back to us, that there is enough. We are not coming from lack. We are coming from the overflow of life. So givers, of course, are living longer because that trust in Spirit that all my needs are met. I could easily give this because all my needs are met. And as soon as I give this, I just open the door. Caroline walked in and brought me a whole other bag of goodies today. As soon as we give stuff, it's like, thank you. We re-gifted again and again and again. This holiday season, take your love and give that. Your prayers, your intentions. If somebody's having a hard time, look at them and just listen and know, I'm just going to listen to you and be right here and know the truth for you. That could be the best gift you could give someone is 2 minutes of your love, is to just be present, silent, listen, and know, I'm going to know the truth that you're moving through this. We get to remind each other that the circumstances of life do not have to take us down. And when we're walking hand in hand together, those circumstances in life bend, and our faith and regifting of one another rise up so we can keep going. There is no circumstance that is too big that we do not have something to bring to it as a gift. No circumstance. There's always more to give, and I'm asking that when it feels like it's too tight, you go within and listen. This is part, do you find this very interesting? I'm so thrilled with Reverend Coco coming to teach this class. The visioning process, that's a question in the visioning process. What are my gifts to give? What are mine? What do I have already that I'm here to give? The visions you have in your life, there's gifts within you that are wanting to come up that will absolutely fulfill that. And if we have clogged that spaciousness, that Spirit is trying to bring our gifts through, then we can't see our own inner gifts. So I want you to see your gift is your own unique gift, is to be birthed with such grace, strength, and unlimited nature that there's nothing that can stop it from being delivered. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody in agreement?
Yes.
Everybody going to take this on?
Yes.
Every day, I'm asking, Matt, this is a really big ask. I may check in, I may have all your emails, if you sign up outside, don't back out and down now, and ask, did everybody do their giving? It's only 2 more weeks. And then you just might have an inkling and it feels so good that you just keep doing it. Wake up with, what is mine to give this day? What is mine? And watch that as we choose that, that vibration is going to keep rolling out to everyone across the universe soon of what is mine to give, what is mine to give, thank you, that need has been met, what is mine to give now, here you go. And it just needs to keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and our field of consciousness is one beautiful body of consciousness, is that we're thinking of each other so much, that separation just dissipates. It doesn't even exist any longer because our mind is, I am here to gift something to you, and I'm not leaving this room till I know what it is. All right? So when you search under that tree, search for the box of love. When you hand something to someone else, bless them with the peace in your heart that they have in their heart, that's what carries them onward this year. Because this coming year, we get to walk in peace and gift giving every single second. Yes?
Yes.
Brilliant. You are all such beautiful gifts. Thank you for being here. All right, can I bless us in prayer? I'm so happy to be here. And happy to announce next month, we will be, my book is being released next month. Very excited. Reverend Michael wrote the foreword, and it's so beautiful. I'd buy the book to read the foreword. All right, let me bless us all, please. Open your hearts and just allow your own inner gift to shine so brightly right in this moment. Just allow it, please. Whew. Grateful, grateful, grateful beyond measure. I know, absolutely know without a shadow of a doubt, that I stand here as witness to the beauty and the power before me. That the presence has shown up so magnificently this morning within each and every one of us. That we choose as a soul center family to just be in this divine open availability to allow God to move through us more vibrantly today. For we remember again, by being together, we remember that we are the gift that gets to keep on giving. That we are open and receptive to be fully present with every breath, every step, every word. To be fully present, authentic, open, to see rightly. The love is present everywhere, that we are absolutely these spiritual beings that are moving through this field of awareness together as one heartbeat, one life force. And in that, we live from the overflow and give abundantly to ourselves and everyone on our path. We know, absolutely know, that this community is moving throughout into the world, gifting their own unique gift. What is mine to give, we are taking on from this moment onward. Accepting that from this moment onward, our gift giving rolls out and keeps going and just blessing those that we don't not even know of at this moment. but they are divine receivers as we are. I bless Soul Center. I bless the abundance of Soul Center. I bless our gifting to Soul Center, because we get so much from Soul Center that we are here in the place of receptivity, receiving the fullness of each other, this community, and knowing that we go forward together as one light beingness. Grateful. We bless Reverend Keith right where he is at. We bless everyone here, and we bless the season of love and light, and choose to stand in it, awake and present in the overflow. We are enough. All our needs are met, and all is magnificently beautiful. Thank you, God, for this moment and every breath. I bless us all as I truly let go, trusting the journey of this prayer, this word. My let go is pure, for there's nothing I need to hold on to. And together we simply, joyfully, lovingly say, and so it is. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you. Thank you all so much. You're all wrapped up in beautiful wrapping right now, I tell you. May I have the ushers forward, please? Patricia, I'm starting to. It took me a long time. It only took me a few years. Hello, ladies. I just want to bless us all in this time of our tithe, our gift giving to Soul Center, to know that we are gifting again from the overflow, so that as we gift and we are blessing this community with the abundance, to keep it just so open and available for everybody to be lifted by the love of Soul Center. Thank you all as you give in abundance and joy. And so it is. Absolutely.